There is no animosity between God and the devil because they're the same thing. The animosity is little men with little minds. Little men with little minds. Devil simply means divided. God is a singularity. They work together. Bang, they come together. Boom, bang. Everything rises. It's a spiritual state. I wanted to say an intellectual state, but that's not true. It's a spiritual state. It's not the devil laying back in the darkness. I'm going to get you, boy. I'm going to get you. Come on over to my side. No, it's a state of consciousness. That state of consciousness is born in the original consciousness. It's not a fight. It's a finding out the truth. And then I come to a point where I'm stable and I watch the energy bang, bang. And I find out the truth. Because I'm looking. I'm not disturbed. I am at peace. My intelligence shows me. Okay. All right. We are limited. Ultimately, we are illusionary, limited by what you think this universe is. That is, physical form, planets, stars, space. You are limited by what you think that means. Down further, we're limited in other ways, but probably the major thing is societal. And under societal comes religion, politics. We're limited by these things. But you have no idea what exists beyond the limitation of your idea of the universe, the possibilities. Because you can only see possibilities that relate to, quote, 3 dimensions. There are other ideas and other ways of being far greater than this. So your challenge is going to always be competition. Competition is pure sense. Struggle with, wait a minute, I know this. Really? And then something comes along and smacks you. Bam! Couldn't be that. Now what do? We struggle? Or we say, okay, now, what was that? Because if we don't, what was that? I don't know, but here it comes again. It's coming back. Bam! Bam! Let me recognize this. Oh, here it comes. No, you don't. Huh? There. I duck. Bam! Something hit me in the back of the head. Oh, what was that? So it is a constant paying attention and seeing. There's an assumption that has permeated societies in various ways, and that assumption is go home to God in various ways. Because of the limitation of the view, we think that means that there's some God, or some deity in the shape of a kind of a human being or a man or whatever all that is. But that's not true. That is a reflection of being caught in physical form. But intelligence demands, it really demands that you step outside of that view. Because that view is only going to catch you and make you really suffer. When you think about it and you look at it, how could that be? We say, well, God has got all this power and stuff. He can do magic. There's no damn magic. There's no magic. There is law. There is law. Well, let me see there. I don't like what you said, Wayne. You now got donkey's ears and a tail. I'm your God. Fear me with all. Yeah, what the hell? What kind of God is that? I mean, that's a juvenile child. Even below, it's a 6-year-old. Oh my goodness. There is law. Things that they looked at back in the 12th century that was just nothing more than a chemist somewhere in a laboratory making smoke go poof. Oh my God! It's God back there. You better hand in some sacrifices to God. Give me all your wheat and all your fruit and vegetables. And oh yeah, throw in a couple of virgins. What? And because people's view was so small, that's what they did. Now we know better. If you walked up in here and I had a gold bull sitting here snorting smoke, would you fall down on your knees and worship? I hope not. Because I'm going to be laughing so hard with the tears rolling down my eyes, down my cheeks. You know, what the hell's the matter with him? It's not what's the matter with me, it's what's the matter with you. You see what I'm saying? There is a law. Everything happens because of laws. How do we understand those laws? And we expand. Now we have to expand beyond the assumption of what the universe is. You have to go. And trust me, each point you learn, it's going to bring about a kind of sadness because you're going to leave behind one of your children, your assumption. Your assumption is one of your creations, one of your children. And there's a sadness. Man, phew. Life goes on. Let me move on. And let me see what is behind the next bend in the road. Let me see. It is inevitable. If we are to go home to that word, because going home is not walking up to a town. Going home is coming back to yourself, back to all that is. And that is things beyond what you think you know now, because the assumption of the universe has prevented you from seeing. And the only way you really get to that is to drop what you think you know. It's that simple. The whole thing is simple. We like to make it complex. We're afraid. We are afraid. There was a, a saying out of Vietnam. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because I'm the baddest SOB in the valley. We have to adopt that in a different way. Not from an egotistical point of view, but from the point of view, I can handle anything that comes about. I can, maybe not physically, but here. I can handle anything that comes about. One of the things you learn by handling pain, great pain, is that you can handle it. Now you are equipped to make the greatest growth when you undergo what you think is the greatest pain and what you think is the lowest point in your life. And then you begin to see that it never was much of anything anyway. What the pain that you're experiencing never was much of anything. You move on. You move on. I see. Now that I've had the experience of all that, I can now manipulate until that smallest other thing comes in and shows me a different way. I'm now still at peace. I'm still loving. See, one of the things when you ask the question about love and competition is that we have an idea of what we mean by love. We think love is, ooh, well, that's part of it too, in a moment. But love can be, wow, oh, whoo, yeah. Love of what? Love of being. Being what? What it is in this moment. It's a personal feeling. It's a feeling inside. Wow. I'm at peace. See, we don't want to forget what this whole thing is about. Everything else is a result of the platform that you build or that you reveal. Naturally, within the spirit of all things is love. Naturally. So I say it's not in the platform you build about those things, because that's you uncover that. You uncover that absolute love or that clear love. You uncover it. Wow. How can you not love the competition of being? Because you want to stay small and insignificant. Well, I'm small and I'm insignificant. And that makes me most significant. I don't want to be president. I don't want to be Jesus. I don't want to save the world. I just want to help those who want to be helped. That's all.